I'm going to put this in a very nice way. I'm going to kind of clean it up for you because I don't think you really kind of get it. And I blame myself for not having explained it better. Let me move my stuff around here. It's very, very simple. It's very, very, very simple. Let me see if I can explain it. Diddy and Harvey Weinstein were basically, you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean by that. I can't say the F word. It's a family show. But I mean royally. Okay? And the reason is not necessarily because of any procedural problem, any procedural constitutional problem. It's in a bigger thing. It's in areas that we cannot necessarily explain. Let me see if I can do it. I'll try. Selective prosecution is the biggest form of corruption when we go after this guy but not this guy, especially when what this guy did was worse, but because we know this guy or he's been beneficial, we look the other way. I would bet anything by just the information contained on the Hunter Biden laptop. I'll bet you that is enough to put him away forever. But nobody cares about that because he's Joe's son. And because he's Joe's son, we don't care. We just don't care about it. It's different. The rules are different. It's not fair. Everything doesn't apply to everybody the same way. And that's wrong. But nobody cares about that. Let me give you two examples. First, Diddy is a terrible person, but he wasn't charged with being a terrible person. He was charged with violating the Mann Act, transporting women across state lines, in essence, for prostitution. What is this? The Jack Johnson, Chuck Berry, R. Kelly? Prostitution? Were they prostitutes? Do they know they were prostitutes? What do you think they would say about that? It's like when people call children prostitution. There's no such thing as child prostitution. No, because the child can't consent. It's something else. So there's no evidence of that. He organized parties. He organized freak-offs. He brought them over. But that's not violation of the Mann Act. He's not the Chicken Ranch. He's not running brothels. It wasn't for a profit. He was organizing orgies for himself. Hugh Hefner did this. People from James Caan to Bill Cosby, they all participated in this. The Stones, Zeppelin, groupies. There are about 3,000 total professional athletes in America. There's NFL and NBA, whatever. You put them all together. And what do you have? About 3,000 or so. About 3,000. 3,000. Okay. Those people, when they go into towns, it's the most incredible thing anybody's ever seen. Because they will go at hotels, and there are groupies who will do everything they can to be a part, to hook up with some millionaire, basketball player or whatever it is. I mean, and there are people who work and arrange and negotiate with the hotels and with the limo drivers. Are they what? Do you think this is prostitution? No. Prostitution. Go after what they do to kids, how they involve themselves there. Okay, that's that. Next, racketeering. You think Diddy and his people who basically organize these orgies are in the same league as the Gambino crime family, the Genovese family, the West Side? Come on. It's absurd. It's patently, absolutely absurd. And then you have the notion of trafficking. Bringing these women in through force, fraud, or coercion. They could leave anytime they want. Now you could say, well, yes, but you see the trauma that they went through, in essence, by virtue of some learned helplessness argument, prevented them, disenabled them from leaving and going elsewhere. Listen, let me tell you something. That may be true, and that may be okay, and that may be something that, well, maybe that's so. But I am telling you that that's not enough. That there may be a psychological reason, that may That may be something that explains the way people, I don't know what the word is, people act. But that is not enough to substantiate and to provide the notion of trafficking. Now, Harvey Weinstein, forget it. Harvey Weinstein is gross, ugly, disgusting, and what killed him the most was all of this nonsense they brought in regarding prior similar fact evidence, which is the bane of my existence. Not me personally, but I think if you believe in anything even resembling the notion of fair play or fairness, you would absolutely, positively remove yourself from anything having to do with that. Listen to what I'm telling you. Listen carefully. Listen like you've never listened before. I am telling you, my friend, right now, that this is one of those cases that is so wrong that what he did, they went after him. Why? And you wonder, what did he do? Why did the Clinton administration and other people not stop him? Why did not he pose some kind of threat to their very existence, an existential threat? No, what happened with this, they were royally, not because they're not guilty, not because they're good people, but federal court, but also Harvey Weinstein with all of the, you want me to go through the list? Throw through the list of all of the cases of actors who have been, we know about them through the blinds and through everything else. They've never been touched, but something's not right. And when you see this disproportionate prosecution, when you see this target prosecution, that's what I'm talking about. That is precisely what I'm talking about. So listen very carefully to what I'm saying. I don't like these people. I don't want to know these people. Harvey Weinstein, by the way, in many respects, gave some of the biggest actresses you've ever heard of their shot. And they gave in and they put out. But he, in many respects, not always, but in some cases, did exactly what he said he would do. Now, is that quid pro quo? Maybe. And if you're a young girl and somebody calls you up to his hotel room at 11 o'clock or midnight, come on. Look, we've got to say it. It's the 800-pound gorilla. Come on. No, that's not an excuse, but come on. You know his reputation. Why are you doing this? Why are you putting yourself in that position in the first place? Same thing goes for Diddy. And wait till some of these women take the stand. What is this, 20 years ago? And you're going to look at him and you're going to say, who's that? Who's his grandmother? That's one of the girls from 20 years ago. Did anybody force you into this? No. Anybody knock you out? No. Anybody throw a net over you and drag you in and give you a shot to the neck like some kind of Mission Impossible thing and then drag you and put? No. In fact, people did everything in their power to get into that, to get into those parties. They bribed everybody they could imagine. So this is not the kind of stuff that we should be going after, especially when we are not going after the real victimization, the real predation of women and especially children. So while I'm telling you right now, I don't like these people. I'm not a fan in the least. But what I'm telling you is that what they're doing means that they are royally, and that's not right. And that may not be technically legal reasons to establish their guilt. That's not legal reasons to establish any example of, dare I say, prosecutorial irregularities. But in the practical world, it's just not fair. It's not fair. Why them? Why them? Why turn your back on other cases that are even worse? Why them? What's your point? This is, especially the case of Diddy, federal court? What do you think, my friend? Do me a favor. Like this video. I know this sounds pathetic. Like it. It's a terrible subject matter, but you've got to like it because that's our currency into the HOV lanes. Also, subscribe to the channel. Whatever you do, my dear friend, comment as you see fit. Answer the questions I have. And comment.